someone that has never taught a golf lesson before has really helped me reshape the way that I coach golf. So I've been very lucky this summer to have a mentee come under me and shadow some lessons. She played Division I golf. She graduated. She has her profession now, but she's looking to stay connected to the industry and wants to maybe continue to coach a little bit, or to start coaching a little bit, I should say. So we connected a few years ago, but we got connected again, and she wanted to come and shadow some lessons, and I said, sure, you can come shadow some lessons. And I've given that offer to many people, and few take me up on it, but some not to this level, where it's at the point now where she's probably shadowed over 100 hours of my coaching, and as someone that I've brought on to my coaching team, and I think is going to do a fantastic job. But the thing that I kind of thought she would keep me on the up and up, like kind of keep me focused, keep me locked in on teaching lessons. But at the end of most days when she watches, we will have like 15, 20 minutes to chat about some lessons. Why did this? Why did that? Different things like that. And the thing that I did not expect is that she asks a lot of very good questions that have me rethinking sometimes the way that I coach and the way that I give lessons. And it's actually been incredible feedback. And now I joke that, like, I kind of see when she has this look that she's about to ask something, I'm like, oh man, like, I need to make sure I've got a really smart answer here. But I guess the thing that I'm trying to say is that having someone watch you and ask you questions about the way that you coach and why you make those decisions, for me, has actually been incredible. Because after a lesson, she has started to notice tendencies that, hey, we always seem to talk about this, or we always end up in this direction, or we always end up kind of going back to this point. And I think sometimes when all we hear is our own voice as coaches, sometimes we just fall victim to, like, we just kind of pigeonhole ourselves. Like, we just work on these things, or we just work on these things. And it's been so valuable for me to talk through lessons with someone who's aspiring to be a coach after a lesson on why we did that. Because I guess maybe the title of this video should be, being asked why you did that 100 times is incredible experience. Whether it be a beginner, a collegiate player, a high-level player, after good lessons, after bad lessons, after tough lessons, after lessons going, that player may never come back. It's been incredible to have a chance to have a third party there, to be there for the lesson, to ask those questions afterwards. And I think that shadowing people is an incredible asset, but I think also having someone shadowing you and giving them a chance to ask you questions on why you do things, and especially as they continue to become more comfortable, and just being ready as a coach to answer the question a lot. Why did you do this? What was your thought process there? I think has helped me become a better coach just this summer, but I think it's drastically going to help me become a better coach going forward, because now when I have lessons, when I'm looking at things, I'm like a different lens that I have before I go and I make that decision or make that intervention or give them this drill, is in my mind, I'm like, Emily's probably going to ask me why I'm going to do this. So like, I'm almost validating to myself that I'm not just guessing or I'm pulling something out of thin air. And there's some times that we get stuck and we do that. But I think now my thought process is very, very early on. It's like, if I see someone show up for first lesson, they got a bad grip, I'm like, well, we're going after grip because the miss is this and this is that. Or we're going after posture because this and because that. And I'm doing it because. And that extra layer, I've actually kind of really enjoyed, because it feels like it's challenging me to make sure I'm validating my thoughts, and especially to have that question and answer period after a lesson, I think has been very valuable. And the nice part about this scenario is that she has played golf at a very high level as well. And knowing that she comes from that background, when I look at my group coaching and how I spend time with my competitive players, analyzing stats and tournament preparation, different things like that, I also know that I'm getting these questions from someone that has played at that has played at a high level. And I think that just what's the best way to say this? It's forcing me to kind of be on my toes to know that those questions are coming, and I'm not saying here that I've been dogging it, I've been given bad lessons, but I think that, because at least I don't think I do, but I think sometimes all of us in any profession, we kind of get in these like flows, like this Groundhog Day, where just away we go and go to the range and teach lessons, and go to the range and teach lessons, and go to the range and teach lessons, and go watch kids compete. But I feel that this opportunity that I didn't see coming, that has fallen in front of me, has helped me become a better golf coach this summer, and I think is going to really help me become a better golf coach in the future, because now I've always had this lens, like this little Tweety bird on my shoulder saying like, well, why would you do that? Has been so important. And maybe I'm getting at a point now where I've been teaching golf for 10 or 12 years, and maybe I've always thought that mentorship and having mentors for myself, and I continue to do that, and I continue to take in a lot of really good information, has been very valuable. But I think as I continue to progress, and maybe something for us to think about as coaches, is having someone watch you give lessons, and having someone ask you questions on why you did this or why you did that, I think really helps sharpen our coaching mindset. Because when you're just out there with that player's coming to you because they believe you're the expert. And very rarely are they going to come back to you and say, why did you do that? Right? Or they might ask questions like, why are we doing this? But at the end they might go, hey, like, why'd you go about it that way? And to have someone that's been alongside me all summer and will continue to be alongside me, knowing that those questions are coming, really keeps my focus up, which I think is something that we all need. So for those of you that have been coaching and sometimes you feel in those ruts and different things like that, I believe offering to mentor someone is an incredible asset. I really think that it has helped sharpen my coaching. And knowing what I know now, I would have started sooner. I know that I've always said that. I'm always open to having conversations and mentoring people and different things like that. But to have someone watch you for hours and hours and hours, man, has that been very, very, very valuable. And I thank her for making that connection, for reaching out and saying, hey, maybe this is something that we can work towards, because now she's at a position where she's looking to start coaching. And I think she is so far ahead of where I was the very first time that I taught a lesson, because I taught a lesson without even, I don't know if I'd ever watched another lesson, and in my life I'd taken like 10 lessons, and here I was allegedly being a golf coach and teaching lessons. So it's such a valuable thing. That the importance of mentorship is huge, but honestly, when you are the mentor, letting that mentee ask you a ton of questions and having them watch a lot, that is so important. Because maybe for a long time when I looked at mentors, I just wanted them to talk, right? Because I just wanted to take in all their information. And sometimes you're afraid to ask questions, or you ask different questions, but sometimes they're not always like the direct or the hard questions. And right now I'm in a scenario where I have someone kind of quote unquote asking me hard questions. And boy, do I think that has been something that has helped me a lot. And I look forward to continue to getting asked hard questions. And hopefully I continue to feel the energy of, right now I'm thinking of, well, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that. It's got me getting out of my normal way of going through things. It's challenging me to be a better golf coach, and it's been incredible. If you have any comments, please post them down below. If you want to chat about it, please reach out. These ideas are pretty fresh in my mind. As you can tell, I've just kind of been rambling a little bit here, but I believe that they have been very impactful, and has helped me in my own coaching, but I think it's also going to help me grow my business a lot as well. So thanks for watching.